How y'all doing out there? I want to welcome y'all back. Welcome some of y'all for the first time to the Tremaine Perry podcast. I am your host. Sometimes they call me Trey. Sometimes they call me Tremaine. No matter what you call me, as long as you call me. Here for another live reaction watch along of this week's NXT. But don't forget, before we begin, hit that bell, subscribe to my YouTube channel. While you're up there, comment on the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and last but not least, follow me on all your social media accounts. Hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Let's begin. Any second now, we're gonna go live to NXT on the CW. I don't know where it's at on your network, but it's on CW here. Yeet. As you see, my excitement from the movie I just finished watching is on display. Like I said, any second now, we can go live, baby. Yeah, here we go. Hit me. Then, woo! If you smell, now acknowledge me. You can't see me forever. Together. Let's go. $1 million from now, I won't remember you. $1 million from now, I won't remember your ass. $1 million from now, I won't remember you. $1 million from now, I won't remember your ass. Let's go. NXT, 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 NXT. They replaying the recapping the Great American Bash, the big event that was this past Saturday. That was an incredible night. Settle in for this show. Let's go. Make sure my no technical issues. Checking the mic. Mic check. Mic check. Ha 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 ha. Well, that ain't it. Check. Mic check. Oh, we're live, pal. NCAA March Madness sponsors. Hey, what's up? I see your chat. NCAA March Madness sponsor. I see that. What's up? Share, like, comment, subscribe. Hit them buttons. Do them things. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean. We'll get settled in. Give me a second and we'll get this thing going. They're still recapping what happened at NXT Great American Bash this past Saturday, which was incredible. This whole weekend was just, especially Evolution. Don't forget, y'all, I see 26 people viewing me right now. Subscribe, hit that bell. Help me feel like a celebrity. Help me feel like a megastar like LA Knight. Yeah. As you see, like I said, I got all my swag from the movie. That was crazy. That ego edge off the freaking ramp, off the entrance ramp through the tables at Great American Bash. That had me jaw drop. And then my wife, Blake Monroe, had a good debut match. My wife used to be Laura Valkyrie was my wife, so she had to show us her doofy boyfriend, fiance, looking like an extra in the Harry Potter movies. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there with that either. My wife. I was hoping Jordan Grace was gonna beat Jacy Jayne in Evolution, but nope. That's crazy. Blake Monroe turned her back on Jordan Grace. As a matter of fact, I couldn't believe that. I mean, I could believe it, but man, that was crazy. And we're gonna see the fallout of that tonight too, probably. That's a rivalry brewing. I should have worn my bad blood gear because that's some bad blood going on there. Yeah, the real question is why Blake Monroe did that. And of course, we're starting that out with Jacy Jayne because that's what they said on my email. We're gonna start the night out with her, talk about her successful defense at Evolution. Fallon Henley, Shucky, Ducky, quiet, quiet. Let me take these glasses off. See these hotties. My bare eyes. Cookity moogity. Jacy Jayne, no, not so much. But Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix, yes, sir. Not saying I wouldn't. Jacy Jayne is just, not as much as I would Fallon Henley or Blake Monroe. Fallon Henley got to be my top five wrestling crushes by far. Hands down. I ain't even got to think about it. Io Sky's in that mix. Bailey's in that mix. Lyra Valkyria. That's the five, right? Blake Monroe, Fallon Henley, Lyra Valkyria, Bailey, Io Sky. They're my top five wrestling crushes of all time. That's just off the top of my head. Tiffany Stratton. I got to add her in the mix somewhere too. So maybe take out Bailey, substitute it for. I hate to take her out of it though. Bailey, Tiffany's tied. I don't know. Thinking too much. All three of them got microphones. And Jacy Jayne, hoarse. You can hear it in her voice. Said Jordan Grace elbowed her in the throat and damaged her vocal cord. It's like she got a horse in her throat. Wow, she just said her members of Fatal Influence dropped the ball, called her teammates out. Wow. Said Jasmine James tried her best, but her best wasn't good enough. Damn. What's that say? Rock returning to SummerSlam. We'll see. He doesn't do much ever. And who's that? Kubi Babel. Hey to you too. What's up, y'all? I see your chats. Thanks for the likes. I see them as well. I hope Masha beats her Sunday. I'm gonna have to work, so I'm gonna have to end up watching that after I get off work as well. But I will do a live reaction to Slammiversary. Just gonna come late. Who's interrupting her? Somebody's interrupting Jacy Jayne right now. Is it Masha? Yep, Masha. Slamovich. I'm sorry, I said it the wrong way. Slamovich. But they both sound the same. Whether you say Slamovich or Slamovich, it sounds the same. Her mic ain't on. She talked in the mic and nothing came out. Who had a turn doing down the lead role in Die Hard? Frank Sinatra, I guess? Or Mel Gibson. Dang it, it's probably Mel Gibson. Now her mic's working. Oh, I got it right. I guess right. Frank Sinatra was apparently turned down the lead role for Die Hard. before Bruce Willis was cast for it. Lucky guess. Yeet. That's right. The only reason she won is because of Jordan Grace getting smashed in the back by Blake Monroe with that title. Masha calling it like it is. She's wearing a lot of leather tonight too. I hope Masha wins and gets that title from Jacy. I've said that before and I mean it. Which game, which of the following was not a game on the original Nintendo Wii Sports? Eating. Duh. Who's interrupting her now? Jacy Jayne getting interrupted by somebody else. Jordan Grace? So Ruca. So Ruca stopping the show now. I like the way Ruca's wearing her two belts. She's got one strap around her waist like that. She's got the other one strapped around her back like that. That's cool. I'm about to rock that kind of look. I like that. I like how she's rocking her two belts right now. Frankie and Kevin Jonas host what reality centric television show? I don't know. I guess claim to fame. Lucky guess number two. 3 likes. Keep it coming, guys. Hit them likes every time you come up here. Help the brother out. Hello, Jonathan. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna butcher it, but Uchika, is that how you say last name? What's up, Jonathan? I see you. Lucky guest on that question. Let's go. So Ruca putting them in their place. This is a match. Fatal Influence versus Zaruka and Masha Slamovich. Make it official. Ava need to make it official. How about Ava's gonna come out next? Yep, because they starting to brawl. All 6 women going at it. Just fisticuffs, just bedlam. All hell broke loose. NXT, NXT. Oh, Soul super kicked Jacy Jayne, and now they're just pinballing Jacy Jayne around the ring, just teeing off on her, and then she rolled out the ring. I love how Soul was wearing her belts though. If you're engaging in color, what are you doing? What the kind of word is that? Kucha, bitch. Lucky guess. Oh, I didn't even get to pick an answer. Damn it. Part one of Birth of the Dawn. Okay. During the commercial break, I think I'm gonna wear the belts like Soul had them because that was fun. That looked like a fun way to wear them. Next time I go to a WWE show or even an indie show, that's how I'm gonna rock mine. She just inspired me. That's why I like wrestling. It inspires me, it encourages me, it entertains me. You know what I'm saying? Positive influences. Those are the reasons why I watch wrestling. Well, him smashing that crowbar on his head was a very positive influence, but you know what I mean. For the most part, there's heroes and there's villains, good guys, bad guys. That's why I always like the good guys because they're my role models. They're the ones that I want to, you know, try to mimic, try to be like. This is a Tony D'Angelo vignette of sorts that's going on right now. Mike Santana making his way out. We're really doing this now. This 6-man tag team match between Santana, Hendry, Williams, and Darkstate. Is that really about to happen first? And of course, he's coming out through the crowd like always, with like vintage Mike Santana. I like Mike Santana. He's another one of those role models, another one of those positive influences I was talking about. Even though he has to do some dastardly things to people to get through the end of the day, so to speak. Yeah, next after the commercial break, 6-man tag team match. And Darkstate, I don't like they had got the extra man outside the ring. Hopefully somebody come out to even the odds for the team with Joe Hendry now. SummerSlam commercial. I still can't believe Jelly Roll is gonna be in a match, yo. Megan Moret said he's definitely gonna have to wear a singlet. Had me cracking up this morning or this afternoon when I was listening to Raw recap. More like Saturday night main event recap. Fantastic Four, the next movie I'm gonna go watch in the theater. I saw Superman today. Fantastic Four is next. I also want to see Naked Gun. There's so many good movies out there. And I normally don't go to a theater to watch those shows. But there's so many good ones out now. I gotta see it in the big screen. You only live once, right? Might as well enjoy it while we can. All right, commercial break. So this is how Soul was wearing her belts. I'm gonna show you. That was so cool. I'm gonna rock him like that. I'm biting her style for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. I will definitely be rocking belts like she had them. Let's see if I can get it right. Hold on. That was so cool. Soul has inspired me tonight. See, they can do them easier because it's Velcro. But when you got them snap-ons like I got, you got to be kind of strategic and finesse it to make it work. Here we go. Oh, bear with me. If it work, it might not work. See, mine ain't gonna work because it ain't gonna snap like that. Maybe with the NXT belt it will. That's how I used to rock it with the John Cena chain look like this. That's how I used to rock it. Well, take a picture of that. That's photogenic right there. I like that, especially with the Superman shirt on. See if I'll do it with these two. It might work. Hold on. Well, it's tricky. Like I said, when you got snapbacks and not Velcro like they have on TV, tricky. Trickery won't work. Nope, they ain't gonna do it. I can't do it like she does it. But if I could, I would. Oh well, I tried. No yeet. No yeet. That ain't gonna work. Back to the show. Let's go. Oh, just made official tonight. 6-woman tag match. Fatal Influence versus Soul Ruca, Zaria, and Masha Slamovich. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really, really, really good. Booker T, that's Booker if he's gonna be able to handle that. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. They love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. That's my guy. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, he's so prestigious. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, he's so prestigious. Whoa. And that turnaround, yes, sir. That's where I get my show intro from. It's his turnaround. I do my own turnaround like that. Because he's, again, that positively inspired person. Positively inspiring. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. 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 I'm sorry I got the wrong date for my for this video. It's supposed to be today's date, not the 8th, but you know what it is. I'm live. I'm here. You know it. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. Whoop that trick. I like it. Whoop that. Oh yeah, man. That trick. Booker T going at it. Getting it in with the riffs, with them hyping up Trick Williams. Now I can answer your comments. I see your comments, by the way. For one, who won the Ricky Saints Ethan Page match last Saturday? Unfortunately, Ethan Page won because of shenanigans. You don't believe in Joe Hendry? Well, that's too bad. I do. Now go on get. You got a problem with Trick or Joe Hendry? Go on get. Probably that guy who came up here on my podcast talking about don't watch WWE, stop watching wrestling. Like what hit you? What you got? All right, we starting the match out hot. One of the dudes from Darkstate. No, that was Mike Santana went over the top rope and laid down all of Darkstate as they were entering the ring, enter the arena. Interrupted their entrance with a huge high flying move, and now it's just bedlam. Everybody fighting everybody on the outside. The match ain't even officially started yet. Now we're going ring the bell. Mike Santana. I don't know the names of the Dark State guys just yet, so bear with me on calling this match. Mike Santana just kicked him in the head. The only black guy on the team. Well, there's other. Man, what's the other black guy name? I forget. The light skinned dude. I'll find out as the night goes. I think there might be 3 black guys on Dark State team. That one guy, he looks. I can't tell. Anyway, Mike Santana tagged. Trick Williams just tagged himself in, scooped him up, slammed him down. Another scoop slam to the Dark State dude. Knife edge chop go woo on his chest twice, 3 times. This time he counters it with a chop to the throat, cheap shot to the throat. Arm drag countered by Trick. Blind tag made. Trick too busy taunting Joe Hendry to not see the blind tag was made and got clothesline. I still don't know that guy's name either. Maybe I can do the research during the commercial break and figure out the names. Yo, I might have to go handle a little bit of business during this commercial break, so bear with me. I wish I could edit the title of the video, but it won't let me because it's. Well, maybe I could do it. I gotta share it, so hold on, let me share it. Sharing on my iPad, like so. Try to grow my audience. That's why I ask y'all to subscribe, like, comment, share it. Tell your friend, tell your neighbor. And if you don't watch wrestling, hit the subscribe button to help me out anyway. I'm watching NXT. Yeah, I'm just gonna share it on Snapchat. I'm more active on Snapchat than anything else. I feel like that and Facebook. So if you're not already following me on those two social sites, you should. I post like almost every day on Snapchat. Like I just shared this. All right, let me go handle that business real quick before commercial breaks up. Man, I wish I could edit the new name. What's this? Oh, they're trying to do a highlight. How do I edit the title of the video? Or can I not once I go live? Yes, I do. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. Green screen. I don't like that. Sorry, I'm still learning what buttons do what on going live on my phone. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Wall of Fame for a second. Yeet. Not many more commercials left, and then we'll go back to the show. And that's gonna bother me not having the right date up there on my video right now. Yeah, I can't edit it. It won't let me edit nothing. See, like when I go live on my laptop, if I want to change the title of the video or change the description, I can. I'm live on my phone, it won't let me do hardly. It's like limited controls. All right, back to the show. Let's go. I can't sweat it. As Mike Santana's in the ring against God, I forget that dude's name. He's the one that used to wear glasses. Oh, Mike Santana had to knock him off the apron because he tried to distract him and cause an interference. His name starts with a D. Lennox. I think his last name is Lennox too. He's got a waist like a pot. It's Mike Santana. But yeah, NCAA March Madness sponsor. You might not believe in Joe Hendry, but I do, and a whole lot of other people do. So you're probably one of the people who don't like John Cena. Even when he was a good guy, you're probably one of the people who was saying Cena sucks, knowing you. Oh, double cutter by Santana. You're probably the type of person to like the Miz. Gunther fan. That's you probably. Ain't that right? NCAA. Joe Hendry with the hot tag coming, hitting anything that moves, clothesline a couple guys. Okay, I see that one guy's name is Osiris. He's got his name on his rear end. Going back to how I always say I'd rather see women wrestling in their underwear than men. This is a prime example of that right now. Fall away slam by Joe Hendry, and then he kips up that vintage. But then when he turns around, that guy from Darkstate's waiting, but he jumps right in his arms with the crossbody, and he fall away slams him too. And then another kip up by Joe Hendry, and then that turnaround. Nice. Next is the standing ovation. He's got it set up, but he got countered. Puts the guy in the fireman's carry, and then plants him to the ground, to the mat. One, two, two, sweet. Because two of the Dark State guys came in and broke it up. And now all six men in the ring, everybody fighting everybody. It's just chaos. Mike Santana throws that guy out. Haha, Dustin, I see you, my man. What's going on, bro? I I told Chelsea, I got a big ass bucket with a refill, so ain't no way I'm running out scraping the bottom of the barrel tonight, brother. I got that movie theater edition popcorn tonight. Better than Orville Redenbacher. And it's fresh too. Ain't no way I'm running out of popcorn tonight. No, funny when you call me on that. And I got all the goods. I got all the fun swag tonight. That cup is badass, by the way. What's happening? The match just the system. Why is the system on NXT right now? Buck the system. Why are they here? And they're taking the fight to Dark State. Oh wow. Yo, and then the ref had to throw the match out. Yo, that escalated quickly. I turned and my attention and got distracted for 2 seconds. Next thing I know, the system is in the ring. I did not see that coming. It's JC, not JC, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and JTG, not JTG. That's the guy from freaking JDC, formerly known as Fandango. All them in the ring. I see. I would actually like the system if they became good guys. And now we in the women's locker room. Shucky Ducky quack quack. Ariana Grace talking to him. That's Carmen. Is that Carmen Petrovic? Yeah, it is. Wow, she looked different. Shucky Ducky quack quack. She fine as a mother. My Kelly Armstrong, the evolved champion, getting her 2 cents in. That match is already official. Carmen Petrovic, Kelly Armstrong. That's showing this. This happened earlier today before it was made official. Okay. I hope Carmen beats her for that belt. All the other girls are behind her, like jaw dropped, like what just happened? And now Kelly Armstrong making her way to the ring, the Evolved Women's Champion. She walk out with the belt backwards like John Cena wear it, had it under the robe backwards like that. And she turns it around once she walks toward the ring. I kind of like her theme song too. Jordan Grace making her way through the parking lot. She's in the building. She is not going to be happy with what happened Sunday night. Yes, you could tell. You see it on her face. She is mad. Yeah, I got that good movie theater popcorn tonight. This bucket is dope, by the way. I thought that was like a hero shield, like the Captain America joint when I first saw it. My excitement for the Superman movie is still on display. I normally wear WWE gear, but today I changed it up because I literally just came from the movie, which is really good. I highly recommend it to anybody. That new Superman movie was really good. I know I was kind of talking smack about how it's like the same story. We know Superman's origins, yada yada yada, but the 2025 spin on it, and then the not gonna spoil nothing. I'm not gonna say much, Just go watch it. While it's in theaters, that's worth watching on the big screen. Just like Fantastic Four gonna be worth watching on the big screen. I can share some more stuff with y'all too, by the way. I was going through all my things, as the Eminem song would say, cleaning out my closet. I found these little treasures. Who remembers 2K20, the throwback? I used to always get the special edition with the extra collectibles, and that year it came with. I mean, I was 5 years old, but that's why I kept it. I'm a hoarder when it comes to stuff like this. I'm not ashamed to say that. First step in admitting you have a problem is admitting you have a. The first step to recover is admitting you have a problem. I have a problem. I'm a hoarder. But that is cool. An autographed Rey Mysterio picture that came with the game. How many of y'all remember that? If anybody else got that edition of WWE 2K, which did you get? Because it was different people you could have got. Rey Mysterio is just one of three different autographs that came with it. I'm wondering who did you get if you got 2K20 and if you still have it. Type it in the comments. What else came with this edition? It's something else. Hold on. What's this? I remember it being difficult to come out too. Hold on. What is that? Like I'm playing 2K25. This was back when I was getting physical copies of all my games. WWE SmackDown Authentic Ring Skirt Piece, collectible number 87 of 300. That's what came with it. Look, notice it's still in the plastic. I don't even let it touch the air. It don't even touch the air. Like it's still wrapped in this original. I could deck the room out with the stuff, but it'll lose its value. Somebody said this stuff ain't worth much anyway, but that autographed Rey Mysterio thing got to be worth more than the price I paid for the game itself. Anyway, we're back to the show. Let's go. I'll show you some more stuff after the next commercial break. And then the box it came in is just dope, man. Part two, Enter the Underboss. This is still talking about Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, that box was so cool. Like all the sides got different pictures of SmackDown, things that happened over the years. That's why I can't part with it. Like it's so cool. Like plus as much money as I paid for it at the time. It's crazy to just get rid of it. That was a fun game, but it's got a lot better over the years. Okay, more realistic, more storylines. Like this year's edition, where you can walk around, open world or whatever you want to call it. I'll show you the next thing at the next commercial break. For those who've never seen the special edition, collector's editions of the 2K games over the years. That's why I was disappointed this year. You didn't get nothing. Like last year, we didn't get nothing physical, tangible, collectible like that. Just a disc and a case it comes in. All right, Carmen Petrovic making her way to the ring. Shucky, ducky, quack, quack. She's so fine. Somebody said that used to be her personal trainer before she joined WWE. They used to see her on a regular basis at the gym they worked out at. 6 likes. Keep them coming, guys. And just Hit that button. Hit both the buttons. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Help me feel like a famous person. Help me grow this channel. Hopefully one day monetize it so I don't have to go to a shoot job every day. And this is for the Evolve Championship. About to be good. Ring the bell. Collar elbow tie up. Of course, Callie Armstrong took the advantage because she's got the power and strength advantage. Probably got the toughness advantage too. Whereas Petrovic got the speed, agility, like that leg sweep just then. And then the huge kick to the face. She probably got the striking advantage too. Karmen, that is. As she's using her feet to her advantage, kicking her in the face and then the spin and kick again. Flurry of offense from Karmen until that Irish whip counter by Callie, but then she kicked her in the face. Oh, a huge right punch by Armstrong. Another punch. Irish whips her. Karmen ducks the clothesline, ducks it again. She gets power slam. Huge power slam. Who's just running out? Jordan Grace. Grabbed Callie Armstrong by the legs and pulled her out of the ring and back fist her, spinning back fist her. Ref has to throw the match out. Now she's focusing her attack on Karmen Petrovic and she just plants her on the mat. Jordan Grace is just pissed, asking for a microphone, and now she's screaming Blake name. Wow. Demanding that Blake come out and explain herself. And wow, now it's Robert Stone and what's the face from Evolve, the Evolve commissioner. Blake Monroe despises everything about Jordan Grace, talking about breaking news. Blake Monroe, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. Next Tuesday, NXT singles debut for Blake Monroe. Then you'll see the difference between her and Jordan Grace next Tuesday. Stevie Turner, that's her name, the general manager from Evolve. Jordan Grace is about to drop Robert Stone. Yep. She just clotheslined Stevie Grace and then spine buster to Robert Stone. Because she is pissed. Jordan Grace is not happy. Now Ava and a ton of security come out there to escort her out of the arena. Now we got Team Undertaker in the back of the arena somewhere in the locker room, in the office. Trick Williams telling her to move. Wow. Trick Williams talking smack about him. Wow, that one dude that's Roxanne Perez's boyfriend tried to step to Trick Williams, but the guy with the missing tooth stopped him. And the Undertaker calling his phone. Well, that escalated quickly too. And funny, they show an LFG commercial after that. LFG been fired this season. This season been real good. Not taking anything away from first season, but now that we know what to expect, LFG is good. Back to the show. Nope. Wishful thinking. I ought to go watch Jurassic World while I was still in the theater. I'm trying to wait till Fantastic Four. I was trying to wait till Fantastic Four and not watch Superman, but you see how that worked out. Oh, commercial break. The next thing I want to show y'all, I want to share this with you too. So the last one was 2K20. I guess I'm going back in time. This is 2019's edition. Had Ric Flair all on the packaging. And in that year's edition of 2K, it came. I remember this very much so. Little box. This is the last commercial before the end of the break too. That had a replica of the Hall of Fame ring in it. It also contained. This is all collector stuff because I used to get all the collectible versions of 2K until they stopped doing it. I hate they stopped doing it. Ric Flair bobblehead or Funko. And now you got Ava in her office talking to Jasper Troy. Said what happened this last weekend was unacceptable because he attacked Ricky Saint. It's also got Picture of Ric Flair with a piece of his robe. I'm surprised that ain't numbered. This collectible contains an actual piece of robe that had been worn by Ric Flair. Like I miss when they gave us this with the game, man. Wish they'd do it again. All right, Ava, what you hitting to? Oh, next week it's gonna be Jasper Troy, the monster, versus Ricky Saint. Next week on NXT, and of course the game is in here every time too. Like, but I don't play them no more because of the old one. Booker T hyping up his LFG guy, talking about that monster, that Monster monster. Now they're talking, getting a closer look at Luca Crusifino because they're still talking about this main event. I guess it's gonna be a main event triple threat match, rise and fall of something. Again, I was distracted with this packaging. But yeah, it's disappointing that this year all I got was a digital copy of the game. I wasn't getting the physical, but it ain't come with nothing cool like these other ones did. I'm like, why bother getting a physical copy when it don't come with nothing cool? I know a lot of people probably throw all the packaging away. I'm always the type to keep my stuff in good condition. What's today? 15th. Yeah, it was 7 days past what I got on the title of the video. Is it now the triple threat between Luca, Stacks, Tony D? Yeah, that's Stacks making his way out. I can't even call who gonna win this match. I want to say Tony D, but Stacks could do some underhanded things and have outside interference. I bet Tony D comes out with his Heritage Cup with Stacks' Heritage Cup since he swiped it at the Performance Center last week. How somebody in the crowd got a big old picture of Stacks' face? Like, how do you go for people like that? Or again, I bet who was that was commenting earlier in my chat? NCAA sponsor or whatever. I bet he's the type to like Stacks. I bet you're a Stacks fan. NCAA March Madness sponsor. Since you don't believe in Joe Hendry, you're probably the type to like all the heels. I like a heel if it's somebody that's cool with it. Like when Roman Reigns was a heel, when everybody was booing Roman Reigns, I was loving Roman Reigns. Luca Crusifino making his way out. Somebody just said, bro, get your own thing. So he's using Tony D's old thing. Commercial break. And then we're going to get into this triple threat match. Excuse me. And that is showing a commercial for WWE 2K25 where they got it 40% off the standard edition. If you haven't seen any of the gameplay footage, it is so cool. It looks so realistic. I got a bunch of gameplay videos on my YouTube channel. Go check them out. Might help you progress through the game if you got it and don't know how to get through something. 34% off the Bloodline edition. All right, the next product I'm gonna share with you. I've gone way, way back in time now to WWE 2K18. This was all about John Cena that year. Of course, I love this one. Of course, I had to get that one with the talk about Cena enough. Even back then, haters was hating. And again, the packaging's so cool, man, with all the different designs over the years. That is why I can't do nothing but keep that. I'd be crazy to do anything other than keep this right here. All right. That year, it came with not only the game itself, so like I said, Seth Rollins was on the cover, the game's still in the case, and in brand neat condition, no scratches, no fingerprints, no nothing. I always keep my stuff in good condition as best I can. Headphones, not so much. Games and stuff like this, yeah, I keep it in mint condition as much as I can. All right, what is this? I think I know what this is. Oh yeah, and notice it's still got the bubble wrap around it. How can I forget about this? This collectible contains an actual piece of ring canvas from the 2017 Royal Rumble, and it's got a picture of John Cena with his autograph on it. So that's the second John Cena autograph. Actually, that's the third John Cena autograph I got over the years. That's what I'll do on the next commercial break. I'll go in the room and try to get that John Cena autograph from out of his hidey spot. But yeah, I'd be crazy to do anything with it. I know it's still in the bubble wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to keep it in its mint condition. And that's the same one that's up on my wall, actually. And I bet it's the same canvas that's on the wall as well. It's just not autographed. The one on the wall is an autograph. And it's a way, way bigger picture. Matter of fact, I'm on my phone so I can show you. You flip the camera. Yeah, that's the same exact one that came with that game in 2017 or 2018, I should say. Same piece of canvas and everything. UNC fans can suck it, by the way. All right, what else was in this box? I wonder what it's a sticker on this. It's something wrote on the cardboard under the sticker. I wonder what that was saying at one point. Oh, there's one more thing in this box from this year's game. Oh yeah, man, the John Cena seen enough action figures. I forgot I even had this because it's in the box. 2K18 seen enough exclusive. Still in the. If anything, I want him to sign that one day. All right, back to the show. Let's go. If I can get him to autograph that one day, that'd be so freaking cool. And somebody said this stuff ain't worth but a fraction of the price I paid for it. Because of the collectible stuff in it, I feel like that's not the case. I feel like it's got to be worth more than just minimum. That's why I'm hanging on to it. Forget I have it. And now they're replaying what happened at Evolution when Stephanie Vicure won the Evolution Battle Royal. But yeah, that's cool, as Carlito would say. I still can't believe Stephanie Vicure won that Battle Royal. I mean, I should have known, but still. And now Lash Legend interviewed by Kelly Kincaid. Bragging that she's Hostiles Lena Vega, Nikki Bella, and was the second, almost the winner of the Battle Royal. Somebody interrupting her. Jada Parker, Miss Parker just don't know her fine self. Miss Parker, Miss Parker. And now Tony D making his way out. This popcorn way better than that microwavable stuff. Like somebody dressed up as Jay Uso in the crowd. Ring the bell. Here we go. Triple threat action. I put my glasses back on since a bunch of dudes wrestling, not no girls. Oh, Tony D starts punching Stacks in the face. Luca try to pull him off. He gets punched in the face too. Now they're holding Tony D. One got him by the left arm, one got him by the right arm. He breaks free, starts continuing to punch it, and they're just hitting one and another. And jumping punch to Luca, jumping punch to Stacks. Kicks Luca in the midsection, belly to belly. No, it's a atomic drop. And now he's just pounding the ground and just punching him all in his face. Clothesline dodge by Tony D. Oh, he clothesline Stacks, who DDTs Luca at the same time. One, two, two, sweet. Stacks breaks up the pin attempt. Now Stacks running, trying to get away from Tony D'Angelo. He must have hid something behind the steel steps, but it's not there. And Tony D is pointing like, I knew you were gonna do that. So he must have moved whatever it was. Probably like a crowbar or a chain that he had stashed. Now Tony D got him back in the corner, hits him with a few punches and kicks, and then hit, throws him across the ring. Meanwhile, Luca pounces on Tony D. Now he's putting Stacks in the Three Amigos. Tries a double. No, he only got one suplex out of the Three Amigos done. And then he gets, goes and double DDTs Tony and Stacks. Can't tell what the crowd's chanting, but they're chanting something. As Luca sends Tony D out to the floor, and then he knees Stacks, who then gets pulled out onto the floor by Tony D. And now Luca baseball slides knocks both of them down. He throws Stacks back in the ring. And now Tony D acting like he's on German suplex Luca from the apron to the floor, but he's hanging on to the ropes, so it doesn't happen. Oh, stats with a huge boot to the face of Tony D, and then he elbows Luca, who falls on Tony D on the floor. Now we're off to another commercial break, but we got picture-in-picture coverage. Thank you, CW, for the picture-in-picture coverage. Stats picks Tony D up off the floor, sends him back into the apron. He sends him shoulder first into the ring apron, hardest part of the ring. Then he Irish whips Luca Crusifino into the steel steps, back first. And then he bounces Luca's head off the steel steps like a basketball. Now Tony D clubs him in the back. Irish whip stacks into Luca, who was up against the steel steps already. Tony D now throws stacks back into the ring. Goes for the pin. One, two, two, sweet. Stacks kicks out at two. Tony D now sends Stacks head first into the turnbuckle, rattling his brains. I see another like. Thank you guys. That that's like a new record for me. 7 likes in one video. I appreciate y'all. Tony D still taking the fight to Stacks. Has him in a submission now in the middle of the ring, like a rear naked choke. Luca comes in, Senton's break it up. Senton on the move to break it up. And a right punch from Luca to Tony D. Backs him into the corner, continues the onslaught, punches and kicks, got him reeling. As Stone Cold would say, stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. Meanwhile, now Stacks puts him out onto the apron, clubs him on the back of the head, goes to the top rope while he's leaning up against the middle rope, and stomps him on the back of his head. Goes for the pin. One, two, two, sweet. Tony D broke it up before Luca got counted as a three. Now, Stacks, Tony D, punch. Now they're slapping each other. They're going on slap off until punches start getting thrown. And now the Irish whip by Stacks tries a kitchen sink. Tony D rolls him up. One, two, two, sweet. Then Stacks transitions to a crossface after the pin attempt. Meanwhile, he's got the crossface on. Luca applies a sleeper on Stacks at the same time. And everything gets broke up now. Luca gets thrown into the corner by Stacks, who starts putting the boots to him. In the other corner is Tony D. He goes over there, chokes him out with his knee to the throat. Back to the show. Let's go. Full screen after the commercial break. Tony D. No, Stacks, with a running senton to Luca, and then he does the same thing to Tony D in the corner. One, two, two, sweet. Tony D kicks out at two. And Stacks raining right hands on the side of the face of Tony D'Angelo. Talking a little smack. And focuses the attack on Luca Crusifino. It's like the crowd's chanting, "Let's go, Luca." Half the crowd chanting, "Let's go, Luca." The other half probably chanting for Tony D as he puts a reverse headlock on Stacks, who then reverses it, pushes him into Luca, who goes tumbling out onto the floor. Punch to the midsection on Tony D. Tony D counters it. Oh, those stacks over the top rope onto Luca Crusifino, and they land hard on the floor. Crowd chanting Tony D. I hear that. As he clotheslines Luca, Stacks now going under the ring for something. Cheating bastard. He's trying to crawl under the ring to get away from Tony D'Angelo. Tony D pulls him out by the legs. In his hand is a crowbar, and he just hit Tony D with it. Triple threat match, so no disqualification. Tony D gets sent shoulder first into the steel steps, like his head might have connected with it too. That's that crowbar he was looking for earlier. And then a knee to the back of the face plants Tony D. One, two, two, sweet. Tony D kicks out of two. It was almost like a curb stomp that Seth Rollins would do, but he used his knee to drive his face to the canvas instead of his foot. But Tony D kicked out at two either way. And Tony D now on the apron. European uppercut or two by Stacks. Close him on the back of the head. Tony D leaning on the middle rope while Stacks is on the top rope. Tries to go for that stomp, but Tony moves out of the way. Luca with a huge running forearm in the corner on Stacks. And he tries it this time. It gets countered. Tony D hits Stacks. Luca trying to suplex him back into the ring. Now Stacks trying to German. Tony D just German both of them at the same time. Goes for the pin. One, two, two, sweet. Luca kicks out at two. NXT, 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 NXT. Tony D'Angelo puts Stacks up on the top rope, top turnbuckle. What's he got planned? Superplex? Oh no! Now Luca Crucifino is about to power bomb. All right, so Luca Crucifino power bomb Stacks. I'm sorry, power bomb Tony D'Angelo at the same time as he superplex Stacks. Luca with a running elbow of uppercut, running uppercut to Stacks in the corner. Tony D moves out of the way, clothesline Stacks, clotheslines Luca, running back and forth corner to corner until Stacks kicks him in the face, rolls him up for a pin. Nope. Tony D counters, tries a power bomb. He power bombs, buckle bombs him. Kick to the face by Luca on Tony. Irish whip counter. Stacks. Oh, I'm sorry. Luca goes out onto the apron. Double crossbody, springboard double crossbody on them. Luca now hits the ropes. Oh, code breaker on Tony D'Angelo. And then a fisherman suplex, but he switches it up and drops him on the knee instead. Only a two count on Stacks. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Tony D gets kicked in the face by Luca twice. And then assist by Luca to Stacks, who dropped the knees to the face of Tony D. Sends Luca into the shoulder first with this turnbuckle, and then tries to pin Tony D, but only gets a two count. That was a crazy spot right there. Stacks going for that crowbar that's laying in the corner now. But Luca grabs his hand before he can get to it. Pulls him out of the ring onto the floor, right there in front of the announce table. Now Luca grabs the crowbar. Oh, Stacks backs him into the ring post. Spine first to the ring post went Luca before he could connect with the crowbar. Now Stacks got the crowbar. He tries to hit him. Oh, out of nowhere, Tony D just put him through a wall. Just speared him through a wall, yo. Wow. I know it was gimmicked, but wow. And then he just threw him out out of nowhere. He just threw him out of the same place where he speared him through. He went flying like Superman, literally. I just saw a Superman movie. As soon as he speared Stacks through the wall, he went threw him out of the wall and he went flying into the air like Superman. Oh shoot. Choke slammed Luca Crusifino through the announce table. Stacks is I'm sorry, Tony D is rolling. And now he slams Stacks in the middle of the ring. One, two, three, ring the bell. Tony D'Angelo for the win. That was crazy the way he speared him through the wall. I hope they replay that. That was crazy. Tony D'Angelo speared Stacks through a wall, and then literally like 2 seconds later, you see Stacks go flying out from that same wall he went there and showed it down. Speared him through the wall, and then literally like 2 seconds later, you see Stacks go flying out of the wall when Tony D done threw his ass back into the ringside area. Crazy. That was good. That was a good ending. That was that escalated quickly. I kind of figured Tony D'Angelo was gonna win that because he's the bigger star out of the three people. He's got the most experience. I feel like my buddy just said the Don blowing through down everybody. Surprised he didn't get his hat back. He doesn't even want it. Going back to last week when it was Tavion Heights versus Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey had to do some nefarious things to get the win, but that's typical of him. 77 subscriptions. Thank you for the 77 subscribes, y'all. Keep them coming. My goal is to get to, I guess, 80. Then I can worry about 100 later on down the line. Tavion Heights and Ren Sinclair talking to each other in the backstage area. Ren Sinclair cute too. Chucky Ducky Quack Quack to Ren Sinclair. Now Charlie Dempsey enters the scene. Whoa, she just said she's facing Blake Monroe next week on NXT in her home state of Texas. Rip Ren Sinclair, because Blake Monroe is going to win that match, even if Jordan Grace interferes. She walked off the screen, so I put him back up. Josh Briggs walking around, mean mugging. I guess he's about to say something to Obafemi after what happened with Inamura and him Saturday at Great American Bash. What else can I show y'all? I mean, I found some more odd and end things. Like there's some shot glasses from W. I even forgot I had most of this stuff, like these WWE shot glasses. Got one for Roman Reigns says believe that. It's got another one that's got like I don't know why it's got Dean Ambrose, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar on that one. Then this one says Double Trouble, got the Bellas on it. And that one on the far right, I can't see what's on that one. Try to open it up and turn it around to see. You see the dust come flying off it because I've had them for so long. Oh, it's The Rock. The Rock says I ain't never used them. They ain't so dusty and dirty up in there. Where it's so I've had them for so long. Like I said, Double Trouble got the Bellas on that one. Never been used. That's my first time opening them up right then, to be honest. It's also got Roman Reigns on it. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. I don't know why John Cena the oddball in there, and Roman Reigns. Like I don't see what they were thinking putting them four on that one. Then this one, Roman Reigns. Believe that. Yeah, so I was just going through my things and I found this stuff. I'm like, oh, I forgot I even had that. Oh, I forgot I had that too. Or this right here. Here's another thing I found earlier when I was going through stuff. A John Cena mug. Never used it. Again, something that's still in the original packaging, brand new. I also found this gem as well. Stone Cold Pop Funko Pop from WWE 2K16. I see. This was from that game. This must have came with it. Oh hell yeah! So much WWE stuff. Like the biggest fanatic most people will ever meet. That's what I always tell them when they first meet me. I'm like, I'm the biggest fanatic. Here's something else I found earlier. Roman Reigns. At first I thought it was Undertaker. At a glance, that looks like Taker. But now I see it on the camera. That's clearly. I mean, it also looks like Drew McIntyre in a way. But that's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. That set had a lot. Had Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Ultimate Warrior, AJ Styles, Undertaker. Like Sting was an option, but I happened to get that Roman Reigns. And like I said, it's got dust on it. I had to blow the dust off this stuff, y'all. Right, I forgot I had it. It's in there collecting dust, literally. All right, back to the show. Let's go. So they're gonna be in Houston next week for NXT. They keep talking about that stupid impulse of being on the podcast network. Like I care about that show or that guy. Do not like Logan Paul. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. Joe Camel looking boy. Going back to the Great American Bash when Josh Briggs hit Obafemi on over the head with the championship belt, unbeknownst to Inamura. He didn't have no idea that was happening. Or now Josh Briggs is in the ring. Trying to explain his actions this past Saturday. Wham, wham, wham. Somebody call this man a wambulance. About he's been there for 4 years, ain't got no championship match. But yet Inamura's been there for half a year. He's already got a championship match and a PLE. Blah 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 blah. What are they saying? They might be saying shut the f up. Oh, ooh, over Femi coming out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like that strut when he comes out. He's like walking to the beat of his music. Mm, I love that when he comes out like that. That's so dope. No, he mean business. Strut into the ring to the beat of his music every time. Very intimidating individual is Obafemi. I wouldn't want to go toe to toe. That's Obafemi is one of the reasons I will never be a wrestler. I don't want to have nothing to do with nobody like that in that capacity. Ooh, ooh. He said whether you were there or not, the ruler was always going to come out on top. Calling him out for ruining the match. And Amura come out there with a mic now, looking like Turn from Mad TV. Bobby Lee from Mad TV. That's what Inamura remind me of every time, especially that haircut. Name's Turn. Anybody who knows know. Who knows about Mad TV? Or am I showing my age again? Inamura told Briggs to be quiet. Excuse me. That he'll do what it takes to win, but he's gonna do it with honor. He's do it his way instead of like Briggs wanting to hit man in the head with the belt. Whoa. Briggs is proposing a triple threat match next week for the NXT Championship. Oh, cheap shot by Briggs on Obafemi. He pushes Inamura away. They still brawling each other. And then Obafemi just clothesline on Inamura and they go back to brawling. Oh, Inamura keeps getting like cheap shots, keep getting inadvertent shrapnel, so to speak. Vicky D'Erico out there. Victoria D'Erico is so hot. That referee is fine. Put the camera on her, please. Yes, sir. Ooh. Speaking of fine, we see Fallon Henley in the locker room warming up for her match with Jacy Jayne and Jasmine Nick. Commercial break. Gotta love it. Run out of stuff to show y'all. I mean, I did see find something else. I guess I can show you this. Again, something else I forgot I even had. Because I'm the type to not want to wear something or use something if I don't have the same thing unopened, unused to keep as a keepsake, as a collectible. With that said, John Cena rally towels still in the plastic. Like this one, I done ruined the one I had. The one that I've been using like this, it's been destroyed. I thought it was behind me. I think I might have even thrown it away. It was such bad condition. It was all faded and everything else. But I got a brand new one or two. I might just have to put these up somewhere. Like maybe put it all these plushes on this bed. I need to do something with all them. Maybe decorate bed a little bit more with them. How's that look? Can't even see it. I even got the slip that came with them rallies house. I got them. The date on this is 2018. 7 years ago. Crazy. Mind blowing. Just think how much time flies like that. I love watermelon, but those seeds is annoying sometimes. I know it's okay to eat them, but I always try to pick them off. Oh man, I forgot to pick up my 8x10. I got a free one from T-Mobile Tuesday. I printed the one of me and Pure Temptation so I can get the boys to sign it at the next show, at the next DCW show. I was too busy going to watch Superman to think about it. Couple more commercials, and we go back to the show. We're going back to the show now. Back to the show. Let's go. I still really like that song. That legacy, talk about my legacy, my legacy. What song is that? So I can add it to my Spotify. It's my time money and my legacy, my legacy, my legacy. I'll be fighting, I'm be grinding. It's my legacy. Wonder if I can look it up by lyrics. Then I see that commercial talking about the Google app where you can hum a song and then find what it is. It's wonderful to take that one. Ethan Page, boo, boo. Ethan Page sucks. Yeah, NCAA, what's your name? March Madness sponsor. I bet you're an Ethan Page fan too. Talk about I don't believe in Joe Hendry. You probably like Ethan Page and Gunther, all the heels. You seem like you'd be the type. Just I get that vibe from you just from that comment about not liking, not believing in Joe Hendry. Boo, Ethan Page. Boo, Ethan Page, are going to get with your vignette. Now Ricky Saints talking to Kelly Kincaid. He just called Jasper Troy by his real name. His name's Eric, I guess. That's gonna be one crazy match next week between him and Jasper Troy. And our Undertaker sent a tweet out saying, Trick Williams, you disrespect my LFG team, you disrespect me. I'll be in H Town next week with or without the TNA title. You might want to stay out of my yard. Wow. That's gonna be a cool, interesting way of playing out. And now they just made it official. Next week on NXT, The Undertaker confronts Trick Williams. Can you imagine? How's that? Undertaker is not in ring shape. Many hip surgeries he done had and everything else. And now also next week, Jasper Troy versus Ricky Saints. That's official. The monster, Jasper Troy. The Mounster monster. Now they're showing what just happened before the break when it was Inamura and Briggs. And it's official. NXT triple threat match next Tuesday. Yoshiki Inamura, Josh Briggs, Obafemi triple threat match. Wow, next Tuesday's gonna be crazy. But we just got to get the. That's then. This is now. And also next week, there's another match: Blake Monroe versus Ren Sinclair. Shucky ducky quack quack. My wife, Blake Monroe, a fine self. And then it's talking about Slammiversary. How it's gonna be title versus title. Masha Slamovich, Jacy Jayne this Sunday at Slammiversary. The Knockout Championship and the NXT Women's Championship. One of them women is gonna walk out with both belts this Sunday. Again, heads up, I'm not gonna be able to watch that live. I'm gonna have to wait till after I get off work to watch it on the replay. Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta go to work. And now you got Masha, Soul, and Zaria talking before their match. Like Masha just said, that's Sunday. This is tonight. Next Tuesday is next Tuesday, but this is now. Now Tatum apologizing for messing up Saturday. The culling talking to her. Fatal influence making their way to the ring. I'll take my glasses off again because I can see the hotties without no vision impairments, without no obstruction to my view. God, Fallon Henley. Like drool away. Good. Cookity movie. Get the camera off Jacy Jayne. Put it back on Fallon, man. Yes, sir. Commercial break. And then we get to this 6-woman tag team match. Masha, Slamovich. Making notes so I can add it to my description once the stream ends. Just like I gotta update the date. Update the date. I got the wrong date up there right now. Masha Slamovich. Yeah, I'm fresh out of stuff I could share with you. I mean, nothing that you haven't already seen. If you go back on the earlier videos I've put out, there's a John Cena action figure there. There's a Roman Reigns. There's a Stone Cold. There's a John Cena Funko Pops. Dun, 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 dun. I got that button from Bad Blood. I forgot I got this collectible pen from when I went to Atlanta last year for Bad Blood. All types of swag in this room, man. I'm trying to keep all my WWE swag and merchandise and products in this room, and I think I've done a good job of it. That's my favorite part of it, though. Me with all the different wrestlers. That and the WrestleMania chair that I got from Charlotte. Not too many more commercials, and we'll be back to the show. Back to the show. Let's go. Heat Wave. NXT Heat Wave, Sunday, August 24th, in Lowell, Massachusetts. Nowhere near North Carolina, of course. Zaria making her way out. And of course, we're going to see Soul Ruca in the middle of her entrance because she likes to jump over her head to get to the ring. Literally. That's the way it is. That's the way their entrance works out. Oh, she didn't this time. She walked because Masha's with him. She walked by her side instead. Even that announced just like he saw. It's like he said, Masha Slammer, bitch. That tickles me, yo. Even even the guy on commentary said it. Masha Slammer, bitch. I swear that's what it sounded like they said. Even when they're not saying it, that's what it sounded like they're saying. Because they did it on purpose with her name, I swear. Yeah, he just said it again, Slamovich. Slamovich. Lexus King sitting at ringside with headphones on. Headphones like I got on. Ring the bell. Starting out with Fallon Henley and Zaria. Fallon Henley could. Good getting movies. Collar elbow tie. Zaria's got the power and strength advantage, of course, so she puts Fallon Henley on the mat. Wins that standoff. Fallon ducks the clothesline, gets caught by the throat, breaks the hold, stomps her toe, forearm to the face, countered by Zaria, shoulder checks and puts her on the mat. Tag made to Soul Ruca. And now at the bottom of the screen, the ticker. The system interfered and tricked Hendry and Santana versus Darkstate. Callie Armstrong versus Carmen Petrovic ends in DQ after Jordan Grace interference. Tony D'Angelo defeats Stacks and Luca Crusifino in Family Business triple threat match. Meanwhile, Masha Slamovich just tagged in, starting to take the fight to Fallon. Snapmare takedown twice on her, make it 3 times. Then a stiff kick to the back. Then a running kick to the chest. Goes for the pin. One, two, not even two, just a one count. Fallon kicked out quick. Fallon breaks free, chops her in the throat, sends her head first into her corner. Tag made to Jasmine Nix. Fallon holding her. Jasmine Nix kicks her in the stomach. Then a knee to the stomach by Fallon. Jasmine springboard kick to the chest. Pin attempt. One, two, two, sweet. Masha kicks out at two. Masha counters that move, has Jasmine hung up on the second rope, kicks her in the face, taunts Jacy Jayne, goes into the ring, hits her with a clothesline, hits Jasmine Nix with a clothesline. It is. Now Nix backed up in the corner, wants to tag out to Jacy Jayne and does. Now we got what we want. Masha Slamovich versus Jacy Jayne. I'm gonna start saying it like that on purpose, because even if you say Slamovich, it's like you're saying it the other way. So I'm gonna just start saying Slamovich as she kicks out from two. Clothesline attempt. Jacy Jayne counters it. Masha counters the counter. Arm drag by Jane. Ducks the clothesline. Does Masha. Hurricane Rana by Jacy Jayne. Back elbow. Puts Masha on the back. Goes for the pin. One, two, two. Sweet. Masha kicks out at two. Insult and kick to the head by Jacy. Then she pie faces her, just talking smack the whole time. Masha breaks free. Hits her with a flurry of forearms and then ends it with a kick to the head. Soul asking for the tag. Oh, but first the running back elbow tag made to Zaria, then she immediately tagged Ruca. All three women triple team Jacy Jayne, then dropping the double elbows and Zaruka, and then kick to the chest by Masha. Only gets a 2 count out of it. Now Soul in the ring against Masha, working on the left arm. Ava in the crowd saying something to Lexus King, rips the headphones off Lexus King. Like, what are you doing? Oh, Soul just used JC as a weapon to kick Fallon out of the ring, plants her on the mat, stands on her back, starts surfing. Jacy Jayne tries for a crossbody. No, it's Jasmine Nix tries for a crossbody, gets caught and gets slammed on Jacy Jayne. Only a 1 count. At least Soul's wearing some better ring gear than she was at what was it, Evolution? Or no, Great American Bash, when her ring gear was ripping apart. Not in a good way, because oh, super kick by Jacy Jayne sends Soul out to the floor. Tag made to Fallon Henley, who then kicks Soul Ruka in the face. Fatal influence controlling the match for now. Fallon Henley picking on Soul, acting like she's surfing. Commercial break, but we got picture in picture. We get to still see the action during the break. Last commercial break of the night, I feel like, too. Don't forget, subscribe, follow, like, share, comment. Thank you for your support and for tuning in. I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all Rami. Y'all Rami. I'm not centered. Hold on, let me get centered with the camera first. Gotta get rid of this mat, like messing me up. Fallon Henley in control of Soul Ruca, kneeing her in the face 3 or 4 times. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Soul kicks out at 2. Why do I feel like somebody's soul gonna get snatched? As Soul Ruca hits her with a punch, Fallon stops her momentum with a kick to the midsection, head first into the turnbuckle. Tag made to Jasmine Nix. Jasmine Nix taking the boots to the midsection of Soul, then she's using her boot to choke her out. Tries for a fisherman suplex and connects. Fisherman suplex bridge. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Soul kicks out at 2. Tries for another. This time Soul with the fisherman suplex. 1, 2, 2, sweet. And now Soul with a submission applied on Nix. No, that's Nix with a submission applied on Soul. It was such a unique submission. I couldn't tell who had what on who. Soul picks her up. Sunset flip countered by Soul. Nix trips her up. Goes back to that submission. Back to a submission. Nash knows she plants her face first. Bouncing her head off the mat like a basketball. Backs her in her corner. Tags in Jacy Jayne, who starts working on that midsection of Soul some more. Like 7, 8 kicks. Using the boot to choke her out again. Working on Soul Ruca still. Jacy Jayne now with a submission applied on Soul in the middle of the ring. Soul back to her feet, trying to separate, trying to get some distance. Backs her into the corner. Nope. Jacy Jayne reapplies it, but then she backs into the corner again and finally breaks the hold. But then Jacy Jayne jumped on her back and put her in a sleeper hold. Oh, Soul just dropped her on the mat to break that as well. Masha and Zaria trying to hype Soul up so they can get a tag. Tag made to Fallon Henley. Hot tag made to Zaria. Actually, it was a tag to Jasmine Nix, who gets clotheslined twice. Fallon gets pump kicked. Belly to back suplex on Nix. German suplex on Fallon. Zaria rolling. Puts Nix up in the fireman's carry. Fallon pulls her down before any damage can be done. Tag. Jacy Jayne just tagged herself in. Pump kick or super kicks Zaria. Nix kicks her to the mat. Meanwhile, Nix and Fallon knock the Masha and Soul off the apron. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Zaria kicked out from the 2 count. Pin attempt by Jacy Jayne didn't work. Irish whips her to her corner, hits with a back elbow, tags in Fallon, holds her in place so Fallon can do a running back elbow. Tag made to Jasmine Nix. Quick tags by Fatal Influence. And now, once again, working on the midsection, stomping boots to the midsection of Zaria. Tag made to Jacy Jayne. Zaria counters that, fighting back out of the corner, out of her opposition's corner, up on the second rope. Clotheslines, both of them. Hot tag made the Masha Slamovich. And then she clotheslines Jasmine Nick, or Jacy Jayne. Another clothesline to Jacy Jayne. Ducks that. Oh, spinning heel kick. Super kick to Jasmine Nix. Running knee, running, rising knee strike in the corner. And almost like a haluva kick. All this is on Jacy Jayne. And then heel kicks her again. One, two, two, sweet. Somehow Jasmine Nix, I'm sorry, Jacy Jayne kicks out at two. Action, fast paced. Hard to call this one. Hard to stay up on it. Crowd firmly behind Masha. What's she gonna do? A suplex? No, Jacy Jayne counters it with a pin attempt. Only gets two. Buzzsaw kick countered by Jane with a forearm, and then she drops Masha with a huge impactful move, but only gets a 2 count from that pin attempt. Tag made to Jasmine Nick, and then she immediately tags in Fallon Henley. Double team coming from Fallon and Nix. They Irish whip her, and then flapjack or double flapjack on Masha. They hit Jacy Jayne just tagged herself in. They double bulldogged her, and then Jane with a huge knee strike to the side of the face of Masha. Only a 2 count because Zaria came in and broke it up, saved the match. Now Fallon's in fighting Zaria, and she hit her with a huge right hand. So modified backbreaker on Fallon sends her out onto the floor. Jasmine Nix now. Oh, kicks Soul in the face. And a spear by Zaria on Nix while she was celebrating her kick to the face. Zaria fired up. Who's this coming out? Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley at ringside. So Ruca with a senton on Tatum Paxley. And then Zaria with the same thing on Izzy Dame. And now Hank and Tank taking the fight to the Cullen, to Sean Spears and what's the other dude's name? Like I said, some people don't care enough to know their name. Masha now in the middle of the ring. Buzzsaw kick to Fallon Henley. Ducks a clothesline. Another kick to the face of Jacy Jayne. And now finisher applied. That's it. Jacy Jayne got knocked out. One, two, three. Ring the bell. Masha, Slammer Bitch, Soul Ruca, and Zaria for the win. He just said they're they're not even trying to say Slammer Bitch. Not the commentators, not the ring announcers. Every person is saying Slammer Bitch. That tickles me to death because they're not even trying to say bitch. And I was replaying what happened when Tatum and Izzy came out to the ring. Replaying the finish when Masha hit her with that huge kick and then her finishing move. Got the pin. That's what's gonna happen Sunday at Summerversary. She's gonna pin Jacy Jayne 1, 2, 3 and walk away with both them belts. I hope that's what happens. Especially if she has Soul and Zaria with her back, so Fatal Influence can't interfere with the match. And now Masha holding both championship belts in her hand, hands the NXT title to Jacy Jayne, and then she rolls out of the ring. And she holds her TNA belt up high. And they're talking about next week on NXT how Undertaker confronts Trick Williams. And that also next week on NXT, the NXT Championship is up on the line when it's Josh Briggs, Yoshiki Inamura, and Obafemi in a triple threat match. Also next week, Blake Monroe versus Rich Sinclair. My wife, Blake Monroe, in her NXT debut match, singles debut match. Blake Monroe just don't know. Also next week on NXT, the monster Jasper Troy versus Ricky Saint. The monster. 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 And now we're showing Fatal Influence on their ass on the floor after they lost while Masha stands tall in the ring holding up a belt. He just said it again. He didn't say Slamovich with a V. He did not. He said what she does in the ring, which is slam a good show. Good show. Jolly good show. Anyway, that's it for me. The show is concluded. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your continued support to my 77 subscribers. Wow, thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. I appreciate it so much. To those of you who have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost a dime. Literally takes a second of your time. It's just a matter of hitting that bell so you get all the notifications. It helps me grow the YouTube channel. And yeah, it means a lot to me that you actually care that I'm doing this. Don't forget, go through my library of videos I put out, like some of them, comment on some of them, share some of them. And also on my YouTube profile are links to all my social media accounts. Follow me on everything you're on. I'm on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, X. Follow me. I'll follow you back. All right. I'll be back on later tonight for some WWE 2K25 gameplay footage. Until then, be good and be good at it. God bless you all. Peace.